Welcome back to The Trade. I'm Gina Beck.
This is Drew Williams.
Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate y'all, especially the reviews on Apple Podcasts. It really means a lot.
Yeah, and like always, thank you again for the continued support, the continued engagement, and that hashtag Banana Cats.
How are you, Drew?
I'm doing good, G. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this podcast. We have two really interesting topics. The first one took place on January 22nd. He's a Madden Twitch streamer named... took out his rage on his... he got really angry. He got angry at his son after his controller malfunctioned during a... The baby started getting loud. He started getting madder and madder and madder. He was yelling, screaming, not very nice things, poor kid. And as he was getting more angry, the baby was getting more upset, obviously. I'd like to play you guys a little clip just so that you guys have an idea, but we will link it in the description so you guys could go see the full version yourselves.
Dude, look at my dude! $300 controller. Yo, can I press pause? Just sit right here. Stop. I gotta go, yo. I'm about to lose it, yo. Shut up!
So the clip was originally posted to a popular streaming subreddit called Livestream Fails. I actually follow Livestream Fails because I like to watch live streamers. I watch a bunch of different ones. So I already knew of Livestream Fails, and when it came up on my suggested and I had saw this title, right when I went to Instagram, it came up on Instagram, and I sent it to Drew. So what did you think of it, Drew?
Yeah, well, I think the only way to describe it is pathetic. Obviously, he didn't fizz that child, but I mean, come on, bro. It's a video game. Like, it didn't even look like he was the full clip that I saw where you could actually see the gameplay. Didn't even look like he was playing against an opponent. Like, he was playing against the computer. So it's like even more, not that playing a real person makes it okay, but it's just like even more pathetic. Like, and the like $300 controller, I don't know where he pulled that from either. Like, I don't think that's a $300 controller.
It's like if you're gonna be that mad, maybe you gotta find a hobby that's outside of that to be able to clear your head and be able to, you shouldn't be that stressed out. I mean, even if you're getting paid for it, right? It's supposed to be fun, but everybody gets stressed at their job. So I understand that that's like a job for a lot of people now. They consider gaming. They have it like ESPN Sports now.
Yeah, the esports is a real thing.
Places. Esports, right. And so they have all of these different groups of people, and I can imagine that, there's a lot of pressure on these young men and women. Even though it's video games, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of views involved. There's a lot of money involved. You play tournaments with other people relying on you. I mean, it can be stressful. But no matter how stressful it is, there's no excuse for that. You need to find outside things to be able to relieve your stress.
Well, you might be a professional gamer, but you have a child, so your number one job is that child, and losing it like that in front of your child and making it react like that. Like, I'm not saying this isn't like he can't redeem himself and he's a terrible fraud. That was a terrible moment, and I really hope that he really reflects on everything that he did in that moment, because the internet's not going to forget.
Right. The internet is quite upset. There's comments saying, someone should call the authorities. They should look on that sweet baby's face when he put him to the side. It was heartbreaking. She says, I literally started crying. He looked so horrified, scared and confused. Why is the dad like this? Poor sweet baby. This is the one person besides his mother that he should feel safe. So there is a lot of tweets just like hers of parents, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, just everybody, all sorts of people, even children on TikTok. And it's definitely made a wave because he deleted all of his social media. So hopefully his time off social media, whether it's forever or for a certain amount of time, he's able to look back on this and I don't know, fix it, like just never do it again. Like I don't know what's a punishment for this,
I don't know. I think
besides
I think
being
him.
canceled on social media.
I think that's a pretty fitting punishment because, like I said, I don't. He didn't physically at all, and I don't really. Nothing leads me to believe that he actually would do that to his own child. But screaming at him
Mm-hmm.
makes you. It's not a good look, and correct that. And yeah, maybe
Maybe
you should be banned from the internet forever.
maybe counseling, maybe an outside person to be able to talk to, maybe anger management. Maybe he's got some anger issues that none of us know
Exercise,
about.
exercise. You can work it out, bro.
Exercise,
Go run.
right? I mean, there's tons of resources in the world, whether it's personal goals or just goals for your family. I think steps need to be taken. So I hope he figures it out.
Well, and that's like situations like this is like because there's still that movement, the people that blame video games for everything. This is like you just fed something to these people that they can use to feed their like
Thousand
video game.
percent.
And it just is not a good look, bro. And I don't feel bad that you're being erased from the internet. I hope you have an awesome wife, and I hope that your kids not getting screamed like that all the time.
And it's that how you treat your children is going to be a reflection on who they are while they're older. So, you know, they should be the most precious like thing that you have in your life that you treat with nothing but care and respect and love. So I don't feel bad at all.
You got a cute kid, bro. Get it together.
Yeah, figure it out, dude.
Well, this leads me. This is a lot sadder. That clip is terrifying, but this is truly sad, but good in another way. This was reported January 23rd out of Los Angeles, out of NBC Los Angeles. 33 missing children rescued in Los Angeles operation. A massive operation involving multiple law enforcement agencies resulted in the recovery of nearly 36 missing children, including several that had been exposed to, we'll say that. One person suspected of was arrested on state charges. The FBI said Friday in a press release. Details of the arrest were not immediately available. Operation Los Angeles began January 11th during Awareness Month. The FBI said 33 children were rescued, including 8 that had been at the time of recovery. Several of the other victims had been exploited in the past and were considered vulnerable missing children, according to authorities. 2 of the victims had been recovered multiple times while at a location known for commercial trafficking. The FBI said it's not uncommon for victims to return on their own or by force or threats. This harmful cycle highlights the challenges victims face, those by law enforcement when attempting to keep victims from returning to their abusive situations, said the FBI. Victims may not be self-identifying as being perfect or may not even realize that they're being perfect. Some of the victims were arrested for misdemeanor crimes, such as violating probation or robbery, authorities said. One child was discovered to be the victim of non-parental. Additional details about the victims were not released by the FBI and they could not be reached this past Saturday. Federal investigators worked with Los Angeles Police Department, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, and 24 other law enforcement agencies. Agencies in other states also assigned, including Wichita Police Department in Kansas, Langston University Police in Oklahoma, and Arizona Department of Safety. Human trafficking is a an insidious crime that threatens the safety of our young people, who are the future of our communities, said Michael Moore, chief of Los Angeles Police Department. We can only begin to take back the future of our youth with the strong partnership forged between outstanding service providers and law enforcement. And it's a little long, I know, you guys, but I see all these groups that still do the hashtag I talk about often that I don't like. And I see this want to help things, but they're just ignoring things right around them. Like this should be way bigger talk within all the groups. This is huge. 33 missing rescued. It's a big deal.
Right, I didn't hear about it until you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, there's not even if you look it up now, like it'll come up that same article if you type in basically the same title, but it's not like it's reaching headlines. No one's on social media about it. I just it's kind of sad that we don't focus on things that are really right in front of us.
Yeah, things like that are definitely a big deal, and it's definitely something that everybody should know about, whether it's people on platforms talking about it or mainstream. But that's why we talk about it, so that you guys can hear it here. We like to look up these articles, no matter how insane or problematic or upsetting they may be. And we like to let you guys know what's really going on in the world, because it does not get put in front of your faces like a lot of other things do that is useless information.
Yeah, this is always it's an unfortunate subject, but it's a subject everybody should be able to unify on and care more about, and maybe get some laws changed too.
We're going to link links in the description of everything that we talked about. If you're listening to the end, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a review on our Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Thank you so much for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until next time, Banana Cats.
Much love, Banana Cats. Peace.